Previously on ZippyCraft. I don't know if I ever told you this, but in this whole plains area, I want this to be a huge, almost like farming district. So as you can see, things have changed, plans have changed just a little bit. This village has nothing that I need. It did not have bookshelves. It doesn't have any carrots, no potatoes. What are you doing? What is this guy doing? He's flipping out. Okay, can someone explain to me why this literally is not growing? So I was just in the middle of building this chicken farm and I look up and I see this. Oh, he's shooting at me. I'm hurting. I've got a ton of arrows in me. What's going on YouTube? Hey guys, this is Zippy and welcome back to episode 4 of my ZippyCraft survival series. And boy oh boy, do I have some good news to tell you guys. So as you can see behind me, we have made a bit of progress on getting all these bookshelves for this enchanting area, which means in order to get all those bookshelves, we have to have a working sugarcane farm to get all the paper, which we do right here. I finally got this thing to work. I really still do not know why it wasn't working over there. Maybe I was too far away from it, who knows, but all I know is that it's working perfectly right here. As you can tell, we are getting a ton of sugarcane, which means we can make all of the paper that we need. Now the next thing I want to show you guys is we finally have our pigs. I went off on a huge journey to try to find another village that had carrots and potatoes. I ended up finding one. I got all the carrots and potatoes that I can need, and I came back and finally got these pigs in this pen and started breeding them. So that is now a thing. And then we also have this huge wheat farm next to it, so that way we can harvest all the wheat that we need to continue breeding all of the sheep and all of the cows. And oh, I just said sheeps. I meant sheep. To breed all of the sheep and all of the cows, and also to make just, bread in general, so that way we have another form of food to eat as well. Oh my gosh, and how could I forget? We also now have 2 dogs. So that's also a thing that happened. I was off trying to find the carrots and potatoes. I found a pack of wolves. I quickly ran back to my base, grabbed some bones, and claimed these 2 little guys as mine. I still need to come up with names, and once I do, I'll have to put name tags on them so that way I don't forget their names. But I've yet to come up with a name, so I'll make sure to do that within the next episode. Alrighty, so after updating you guys on everything that I've done between the last episode and now, you guys might be thinking, Zippy, what are the plans for this episode? Well, I shall tell you. So, the plans for this episode is to actually finish this enchanting area, so to get all of the bookshelves in place so that way we can finally enchant our diamond pickaxe. The next one is to pretty up all these farms. So I want to pretty up the sugarcane farm, I want to pretty up all of these animal farms, and I also want to pretty up this wheat farm as well. And speaking of farms, I also want to build a potato farm on top of this, and then a carrot farm on top of this. So that way it's 3 huge farms right on top of another, and we're going to pretty it all up, and it's going to look fantastic. And then another thing I want to do is we found another buried treasure map when I was off trying to find a village to get all of the carrots and potatoes. So we of course are going to go on another treasure hunt to find the treasure. And I think that is everything we need to get done. So we need to finish the enchanting area, make all these farms look more presentable, build our carrot and potato farm, and go on the treasure hunt. That is everything. Oh, and also these dogs. I keep forgetting about the dogs. We need to make a little dog house off on the side of this house, so that way they're not trapped inside this house with everything around them. I want to make a little area just for the dogs, so that'll be a quick little project to do, and I think I'm just going to build it right off the side of this house right here. So I've been doing some thinking, and I think we should kick this episode off by going on our treasure hunt. So let's go ahead and find some treasure. Okay guys, so after doing some quick digging around, I kind of just dug around in the ocean, then I decided to just dig down into the land and kind of dig out into the ocean. I have found the buried treasure, and here we go. Oh my gosh, we got another diamond and another heart of the sea. We got a bunch of iron, we got some TNT, which is kind of cool. We got some gold and some more fish, so now we actually have some more food as well. Awesome, very successful. We have TNT, that should be fun. Alright guys, so now that we are back at the base, I went ahead and put everything back in the chest where they belong. There is our lovely little diamond that we got. But now it is time to take care of these two little fellas. And I'm thinking we can build the doggy house right along this wall right here. So nothing too special, but something that's just enough for the two of them. And then also to have a chest full of steak, which is obviously the food that you would want to feed the dogs to make sure that they don't die. Alright guys, you ready? Come on. Come on. Come outside. There we go. Let's go into your new home. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Over here. Yes. Come on. This way. Yeah. And now come this way. Come on. Come. Yes. All right. Ooh. Okay. You're in a fence. Awesome. There you go. There's one. And there is two. Now you guys can stand up, be free, be happy. There you go. Okay guys, so as you can see, this is the little dog hut that I came up with. Again, not fancy at all. Very, very easy. Very, very simple. Just something to keep them in so that way they're not stuck in that house. And then here is the chest that will eventually be filled up with all of the steak that we're going to gather from our lovely cow farm over there, so that way these guys don't die and we can constantly feed them. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is start building these potato and carrot farms, and I'm just in the process of trying to decide how high I want each farm to be between each level, and I think this is a good spot. I have to remember that it's going to dip down by 1 every time I want to put the water in. And I still feel like even though with that dip down, that's still a good height. So what I need to do now is basically build this up 2 more times. So I have to build this layer right here for the potato farm. And then I have to do this again on the 3rd layer for the carrot farm. You guys, oh my gosh, look what happened now. Oh my goodness, these guys are back. They're back with a vengeance. They are not happy with me. All right, here we go. You know what, screw it. I'm grabbing my diamond sword. Where are they? Oh, hey, how you doing? Okay. Okay, I'm out. Let's do this. Well, that got taken care of. We got another banner. That's about it. That's everything. Man, they were not joking around this time. Last time they were just kind of frozen and just staring me down. This time, they were just not happy. They were chasing right after me that time. Alright guys, so here it is. It's so not completed at all, but this is the 2 farms added in. So we've got our carrots on the 2nd layer and the potatoes on the 3rd layer. And let me quickly just pillar up so that way you guys can see, because I currently do not even have a staircase in the back of it yet. So this thing is nowhere near being done, but I cannot place a block. There we go. So we've got our wheat farm down at the bottom. And then if we keep coming up, we've got our carrot farm up top. I still need to harvest it to fill in the rest of the carrots. And then same thing with the potatoes. We have our potatoes up on top that I still need to harvest in order to fill in the rest of the area. So there it is. Those are the farms all done. The building itself is obviously nowhere near finished because 1, it just still does not look that pretty. And 2, I also still need to add these staircases in the back so that way we can access each layer. Oh no. You have got to be kidding me. Am I going to have to do this again? I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so it is the very next day, and by the looks of things, it seems that those pillagers have despawned, so that is some great news. I don't have to deal with those guys again because I was not looking forward to that. But now it is time to get right back to work, and I think I'm going to start with this sugarcane farm just because it's going to be rather simple. So let's start with this farm and see what we can do. Okay, so here we go. This is looking 10 times better already. So I went ahead and I put some stone slabs over the water to cover up the water. And then I just did a stone border around the sides to replace all of the dirt. And then on top of that, I just went around with some really simple cobblestone walls. So this is all complete, and this is the brand new sugarcane farm with a chest next to it that we could put all of our sugarcane. Okay, so now it is time to work on this animal farm, and I'm thinking I'm going to do the same exact design that I did for that little hut over by the enchanting table, with the exception of the fence post. So I think I'm going to do the cobblestone posts on the corners and also in between right here where it splits between the different pens. And then I'm going to do the exact same roof that I did for this enchanting area. So just a bunch of spruce wood stairs and some spruce wood slabs. to cover everything up. And then add some torches here and there so that way no mobs spawn. And I think that'll look pretty nice. So I'm going to get started on that. And here it is, all done and completed. So I went ahead and I built up all the cobblestone pillars on each of the corners. And then I also went ahead and took my spruce wood slabs and spruce wood stairs and did 3 separate little roofs on top of each different pen, and I think this is looking rather cool. So now it is time for this lovely farm, and if you couldn't already tell, I actually went ahead and I took out all of the cobblestone slabs that I put on top of this dirt right here on both layers, just because with all that in, it was just too much cobblestone, I felt like. So I'm actually going to replace all of that with some stone slabs, as well as these slabs down at the bottom. I'm going to take all of these out and replace these as some stone slabs, so that way it looks a lot more smoother and not as cobblestoney. And here's what it's looking like with everything all in place. So I've replaced all of the cobblestone slabs with stone slabs, and it is looking so much better. So now the last thing we need to do with this farm is to work on this staircase out the back of it, so that way I can access all of the layers. And I kind of have a very rough plan that you can see that I've laid out in dirt. Alright guys, so here is the staircase all complete. It's a rather funky design, but it still does the trick. So you just walk up, comes up here, you have a nice little platform, and then it turns around and goes up to the very top platform. So this is what it looks like from the bottom, and then going up. Very simple. We've got our first platform right here for the carrots, and then we come along the edge with this little 1 block gap that I gave myself, and then we can get right up here on the third platform for the potato farm. And that means this wheat, carrot, and potato farm is now all officially done. So we've got the staircase, we fixed up all of the blocks that I wanted to replace, and everything is looking perfect. So we are finally on the home stretch here of what we want to get done in this episode. The last thing we need to do is get our final 10 bookshelves and place them in here, so that way we can get our very first enchantment on our diamond pickaxe. Okay guys, it is finally time, the moment we have all been waiting for. We've got all of our bookshelves in place, and now it is time to enchant. So let's put our diamond pickaxe in. We've got Unbreaking 3. We're just gonna go for it. Oh, I'm so scared. Alright, here we go. We did it. And what do we got? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No, just Unbreaking 3? Oh, that's slightly upsetting. That's slightly upsetting. I was hoping we'd get at least one other enchantment on there. Just Unbreaking 3? Man, after all that waiting, that's the big reveal. Thanks a lot, Enchanting Table. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for this episode. Besides that rather disappointing enchantment, we've got so much done today. We did so much. We went on a treasure hunt, we built ourselves a little doghouse for our 2 new dogs, and we revamped all of our farms to make it all look very nice and presentable. So overall, I am very happy with all the progress that we made, but unfortunately, as of right now, it looks like our time is up. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like on the video, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, this has been Zippy, and I will see you guys next time.